There are certain things you expect from a mother. Warm hugs, birthday cakes, embarrassing baby photos. What you don't expect is for your mom to turn people into stone when they look at her, or for you to become ugly, not stone, just ugly. You open your eyes, it's morning. You've learned to wake up before sunrise. You've learned to navigate the house without mirrors. You've learned to feel your face instead of seeing it. You walk to the bathroom. You keep your eyes down. You brush your teeth by memory. You wash your face with your eyes closed. You've done this 10,000 times. Your mother's voice echoes from the kitchen. Breakfast. You flinch. Not because she's loud, because her voice is beautiful. Everything about her is beautiful, except her hair and her eyes. And the thing that happens when you look at her, she's Medusa, your mother, the Gorgon, the monster whose gaze turns men to stone. And you are her son. You don't turn people to stone. You just make them uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. You walk into the kitchen. You keep your eyes on the floor. You sit down. You hear your mother moving around. You hear the sizzle of eggs. You hear the soft hiss of her snakes. How did you sleep? She asks. Fine. You're lying. I can tell by your voice. You don't answer. You don't need to. She knows you dream about mirrors. She knows you dream about looking at yourself and not flinching. She puts a plate in front of you. You look at the food, not at her. Never at her. Eat. She says you eat. The eggs are good. They're always good. Your mother is an excellent cook. It's the one normal thing about her. Breakfast is complicated when your mother is Medusa. Not because of the food, because of the seating arrangement. You sit facing away from her. You've memorized the kitchen layout. The table is round. You sit on opposite sides. You never see her face. You never see her eyes. You've seen her once. When you were 5, you were curious. You looked. She screamed. You blinked. You're still here. But you saw something you can't unsee. Mother, you say? Yes? Have you ever looked at yourself? Silence. The snakes stop hissing. No, she says. I haven't. Why not? She's quiet for a long time. Then she speaks. Because I am afraid of what I'll see. You don't ask again. You finish your eggs. You stand up. You walk to the door. You keep your eyes on the floor. Be careful today. She says, I will. The world is not kind to people like us. You nod. You leave. You don't look back. You've never seen your own face. Not really. There are no mirrors in your house. Your mother removed them all. She covered every reflective surface. The windows are frosted. The spoons are matte. The phone screens are cracked. You've tried. Of course you've tried. When you were 12, you found a puddle outside. You looked down. The water was still. You saw something. A blur. A shape. Not a face. You touched your cheek. You felt your nose. Your lips. Your eyes. You tried to imagine what they looked like. You couldn't. Your mother found you. She was crying. She pulled you away. I am sorry. She said, I am sorry you'll never know. You didn't understand then. You understand now. You are not a monster. You're not a god. You are just unfortunate. Your mother's curse didn't turn you to stone. It did something worse. It made you forgettable, unnoticeable. The kind of person people look away from you walk down the street. People glance at you. Then they look away. Not with disgust, with discomfort. They can't explain it. They just feel off. You're used to it. You know the story. Everyone knows the story. Medusa beautiful. Priestess of Athena. Poseidon's victim. Athena's rage. The transformation. Your mother doesn't talk about it. Not really. But sometimes late at night you hear her whispering to her snakes. I was beautiful once, she says. Men looked at me and couldn't look away. The snakes hiss. They're sympathetic. They're also part of her curse. Then he came. Poseidon. He didn't ask. He took. You've pieced it together. The god of the sea. The temple of Athena. The violation. The goddess who punished the victim instead of the attacker. She cursed me. Made me a monster. Made me so terrifying that no one would ever look at me with desire again. The snakes hiss louder. And now I am alone. With my snakes. And my son. Who can never look at me. You stay quiet. You pretend to be asleep. You've heard this 100 times. It never gets easier. School is complicated when you're Medusa's son. Not because people are scared of you. Because they don't notice you. You sit in the back of the class. You never raise your hand. You never speak unless spoken to. You've learned to be invisible. The teachers forget your name. They call you that kid or the quiet one. You've stopped correcting them. At lunch, you sit alone. Not because people exclude you, because they forget you're there. You've watched groups of students sit at your table, talk over you, leave and never realize you existed. You've tried to make friends. Once, you sat next to a boy named Marcus. You talked about video games. He responded. You thought it was working. Then he turned to you. He looked at your face. His expression changed. Not fear, not disgust, just discomfort. I have to go, he said. He never sat next to you again. You don't try anymore. It happens in art class. You are drawing. You're not good at drawing. You're not good at anything. But you try. The teacher announces a self-portrait project. Your heart stops. I can't, you say. Why not? I don't have a mirror. The class laughs. The teacher hands you a small mirror. You look at it. You see your reflection. You freeze. You're not ugly. Not exactly. You're just wrong. Your features are asymmetrical. Your eyes are too far apart. Your nose is slightly crooked. Your mouth doesn't quite close. You look like someone tried to draw a face from memory and got the details wrong. You put the mirror down. You don't draw yourself. You draw a tree. The teacher gives you a C. You don't care. After class, a boy approaches you. His name is Leo. He's popular. He's never spoken to you before. Hey, he says. You look at him. He looks at your face. He doesn't look away. Your face is weird. He says, I know. Can I draw it? You don't know what to say. No one has ever asked to draw you. Why? Because it's interesting. Everyone else has normal faces. Yours is different. You let him draw you. He sits across from you. He studies your face. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't look away. He just draws. When he's done, he shows you. It's not flattering. It's accurate. He captured the asymmetry, the wrongness, the discomfort. It's good, you say. I know. He says, can I show it in class? You nod. He shows it. The class looks at the drawing. Then they look at you. For the first time, they really look. They don't look away. Leo asks you to hang out. Outside of school, you were confused. No one has ever asked you to hang out. Why? You ask. Because you're interesting. You meet him at a cafe. You sit across from him. He looks at your face. He doesn't look away. So he says, what's your story? You don't know how to answer. You've never told anyone your story. My mom is Medusa. You say. He laughs. No, seriously. I'm serious. He stops laughing. He looks at your face again. He looks at your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Medusa, the Gorgon, the one who turns people to stone. Yes, that's not possible. I know. He's quiet for a long time. Then he says something you'll never forget. Does that mean you are a monster? You think about it. About your mother. About the curse. About the life you've lived? I don't know. You say maybe. He reaches across the table. He touches your hand. You flinch. No one touches you. You're not a monster, he says. You're just different. You come home late. Your mother is waiting. Her snakes are agitated. Where were you? With a friend. She freezes. A friend. Yes. She's quiet for a long time. Then she speaks. Be careful. People will use you. They'll pretend to care, and then they'll leave. Not everyone is like that. They are. I've seen it. I've lived it. You don't argue. You go to your room. You lie on your bed. You think about Leo, about his hand on yours, about the way he looked at you without flinching. You want to believe him, but your mother's voice echoes in your head. Leo stops talking to you. A week passes. Then 2. You see him in the hallway. He looks away. You find out why. He showed your drawing to his friends. They laughed. They called you names. They made a joke out of you. You're that weird kid, they say now. The one with the messed up face. You don't respond. You just walk away. That night, you sit in your room. You don't cry. You've learned not to cry. Your mother knocks on the door. Can I come in? Yes. She sits on the edge of your bed. She doesn't look at you. She never looks at you. I told you. She says, I know, people are cruel. They will always be cruel. You don't answer. You just sit there, alone, with your mother, with her snakes, with your face. It's late. You're alone. Your mother is asleep. You walk to the bathroom. You stand in front of the covered mirror. You've never uncovered it. You've never dared tonight. You do. You pull the cloth. The mirror is there. Dusty. Old. Waiting. You look at first. You don't see anything. Just a shape. A blur. Then your eyes adjust. You see your face. Really see it. The asymmetry. The wrongness. The discomfort. But you also see something else. Your eyes. They're your mother's eyes. Green. Bright. Alive. You touch the mirror. You touch your reflection. You smile. Your reflection smiles back. You're not beautiful. You'll never be beautiful. But you are real. You are here. You exist. You cover the mirror. You go back to bed. You sleep better than you have in years. So here's the question. Would you want to be Medusa's son, a mother who turns people to stone, a face that makes people uncomfortable, a life of invisibility and loneliness? Or does your normal, ordinary, completely non-cursed life suddenly feel a little more beautiful? Drop a comment. What's the one thing about yourself you've never been able to look at? I'll start. Mine was my face. Until tonight.